What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pro Winston here with one of my very close friends. His name is Michael Smith Grant. Most of y'all might know him by Guy Like Mike or MSG or Mr. Popo because he looks like the character. And one of our other friends is La Crema Santana, Victor. They both are the co-creators, I would say, of the Evo deck that they played with at YCS Atlanta. We've been playtesting against each other with the deck a lot, and they have been very, very successful. Well, go ahead, Mike. Show me the monsters of the deck real quick.
No problem.
And I love those tokens,
Yes.
those Vanguard tokens.
Stand up the Vanguard. I'll start off with 3 Evotile Nazashos, 3 Evotile Westlows,
Yeah.
3 Evil Sorcerados, 2 Diplos, 2 Volcanos, 2 Effect Wheelers, and 1 Course.
All right. Nice monster lineup. I'm pretty sure you're going to explain to me what everything does.
Yes.
Okay, Magics.
3 Evil Force.
This has to be the heart of the deck. Then Device.
The Detector itself. 3 Econs. Enemy Controller. 2 Power Dualities.
Of course.
2 Mystical Space Typhoons. The 1 Book of Moon. The 1 Dark Hole.
The one ofs.
The 1 Hot Avarice. The 1 Monster Reborn.
Jesus, the one ofs.
And the 1 Heavy Sword.
Why not too heavy?
Next, 2 Phoenix Chains.
Okay.
2 Solemn Warnings. 1 Solemn Judgment. 1 Boundless Trap Hole.
The one ofs.
1 Mirror Force. 1 Trap Dust Shoot. 1 Torrent Tribute. And my personal favorite, 1 Shadow Prison Mirror.
Whoa, you main deck Shadow Imprisoning Mirror?
Yes.
Why did you main deck Shadow Imprisoning Mirror?
This format, the minute that the new set was introduced, the meta looked like this. Insector's dark. Tour Guide Rabbit, meaning basically it says itself, Tour Guide is dark. Windups, Hunter is dark. And Dark World is dark also. I figured that after the last YCS in Mexico, that a lot of decks would be running Insectors and Windups, and the hype was there. Dark Worlds will be creeping somewhere along, so I figured that, you know what, if I go first, I draw the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, my opponents are usually going to play Tour Guide opening move, I'm going to go Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and I'm going to get deck checked. Because that's what happened, like 6 times throughout the entire event. People kept complaining, said this is impossible, no one ever main decks a side deck, glorified side deck card. I've been referencing him a lot, but I'll give another reference to Paul Leviton, because I'm sure he got deck checked when he won with GB's main deck in 3 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors in a whole dark format. So I figured if he can do it, why can't I do it in this format? And this led me to win a lot of games. Okay. Now I'll explain some of the combos for the deck.
Please do. For everyone that don't know what the hell these Evotiles and Evo Services do, please.
Yes. First off, I'll start off with what I call the Agumon of the deck. This deck centers around special summoning monsters from the deck and from the graveyard to the field. This card here enables people to special summon, when distributed, Evil Sword monsters from the deck to the field. Your Evil Sword targets, once again, is Greymon, which is Evil Sorcerado, your Evil Sword Diplo, and your Evil Sword Volcano. Diplo is our Bestiary for the deck, Volcano is our Darius for the deck, and Serrato is our Laquari for the deck. When Serrato is special summoned by Evotile effect, he gains 200 attack, and when he destroys a monster at the result of battle, he searches any Evotile monster in your deck and bring it to your hand. When he is special summoned, this is Evil Sword Diplo, by an Evotile effect, he gets to pop 1 back row on your opponent's side of the field. And when he is special summoned by Evotile effect, this is the Darius of the deck. Evil
From
Sword,
the deck,
Evil Sword Volcano. He gets to special summon 1 Evil Sword monster from the graveyard to the field. Now, the deck basically revolves around Evotile Nazasha, as I said before.
But isn't there like a magic card that goes with this card? Because I saw you when I walked past on one of your top 32 match, and you scraped the guy.
Yes.
Before, well, that move you scraped him with. So was it that card? There you go.
The Digivice. Just like in the anime itself, whenever you have the Digivice, you have the power. So I started off with the power.
The power.
And Evil Force brings you out 2 monsters, which could be any combination of Serato, Diplo, and Volcano, depending on what's in your field in the graveyard. My preferred move, if they have 2 back rows, I'm going to bring out 2 Diplos, to pop the 2 back rows, and then exceed for a Lagia, Dokia, or any other rank 4 monster that fits the situation. Evotile Nazasho can do all of that, because whenever it's tributed, special summons a monster from the deck to the field. That's the Evil Sword. Now, another combo of Evotile Nazasho is Enemy Controller. And I played 3 of them. The reason why I played 3 of them is because it's been, this is a format where when I take my opponent's monsters, it changes the game drastically. For instance, my opponent plays windups, I have Nazasho and Econ on the field, they go Magician, and they activate Shark in hand, then they activate Magician's effect, I Econ their Magician, I special summon the Evil Sword, which has higher attack, like Serato, wherever you are.
That's the, yeah.
And it's bigger than both Shark and Magician. Next turn I get to attack Shark or Magician, bring an Evil Time monster, and start more combos. I also like to take my opponent's Utopias. Now, this is just from what I've noticed in both Rabbits and Evil Swords. The only way to beat Lagia and Doka most of the time by Exceed Summoning is using Utopia, because no one runs Zenmeister like we do. When they bring out Utopia, we steal it and we make Utopia Ring, which is a legal move.
Is it really?
Yes, because people throughout the entire event were reading my cards, and I noticed that when they read Utopia Ring, they called the judge a lot. This card says when you can use just this card here to overlay on top of Utopia to bring out him. You don't need the 3 light monsters, you just need 1 Utopia. So I think this card should be main decked in every deck that runs the Utopia in it. Now, moving on to some other combos for the deck. I've seen a lot of forums since the YCS that were going over the Zenmeister loop that my friend Victor Santana came up with. And I'm going to let him explain the Zenmeister loop for you guys.
Alright guys, Victor Santana for Team Godlike, and I'm just going to explain this amazing combo that I came out with starting with one of the MVP of the deck, Weslow. For example, for instance, let's say you're playing a stun, or you're playing any deck that plays Thunder King Ryo, or probably Tengu, or a big monster, 19 hitter, 18 hitter, Black Wings with Shora. So they attack over Weslow. When Weslow flicks summon, he can special summon an Evil Sword from the deck to the field. We probably will bring a big hitter, which is Zerato. He becomes 21. Probably the opening, the main phase 2 will set a card. Probably won't set no cards. And then next turn we draw. We probably will make a move that we can get another dinosaur. We can get a dinosaur on the field. So we're gonna Exceed summon probably until get Zenmeister. When Zenmeister gets on the field, he says he can detach an XC material to basically book a monster on the field face down. Since Weslow was flips up last turn, we as a game mechanic once per turn we're able to switch battle positions. So we're gonna flip summon, face up Weslow, activate his effect to bring Volcano. The detached monster that we sent was Evil Sword, so we're gonna get the Evil Sword monster from the graveyard, special summoning. We're gonna Exceed summon for Lagia or Doka, depends on the situation. If it's a Thunder King, of course you're gonna attack it with the 21 hitter, or you're gonna clean the something, you know, if you're scared. Basically, sometimes we have some ways to get out of the field, and we able to bring probably Lagia to stop the spells and traps. If your opponent during their turn are not able, and this is your first turn as a going second, let's say for example, for instance, or it's gonna be your third. So in the 4th round when they pass, if they're not able to get over this field, you're gonna do, as soon as you draw, you're gonna detach again. You're gonna once again book Weslow. Weslow didn't change battle position last turn, so we are able, as a game mechanic once per turn, we're gonna able to flip it again. Special summon another Volcano, special summon the other XC material, which is an Evil Sword monster, and once again Exceed summon for the other team tap.
Damn, so you make a Doka, a Lagia in the process of like 2 turns?
Yes, the process of 2 turns, and if we get lucky to attack with Zerato when we bring it the first time, we're gonna get probably a Westlow. The Westlow that was on the field since turn 1 will be gonna exceed summon for rank 3, and the best choice is gonna be one of my techs, Giga Brilliant. Giga Brilliant is gonna pump everybody to 27, 26, 22, and Giga Brilliant for 21, and you probably will have basically game. It's a potential game ending.
And now we can also run Acid Golem of Destruction. So just imagine this field when we exceed for Acid Golem of Destruction with 19, 3,000, 2,300, and 2,400, which is impossible to get over. You can get over every monster, including Gorge itself. This combo won me a lot of games, which I posted about, and this the main thing is that nobody was reading the cards themselves. And you gotta understand in the game itself, you gotta read your opponent's cards, and then from there, you gotta, experiment. Say if you don't know what the card does, you see a special summons, you have a Solemn Warning face down. If you think your opponent might have something devastating, you should Solemn Warning it. Maybe it might not be the best option, but you don't know what your opponent is playing. And this is why the element surprise enabled me to top 32 at this YCS. No one had any experience playing against Evos. When they first saw the archetype, they said this archetype is terrible. We'd rather run Rescue Rabbit to bring out the Evil Czars. Maybe, and those people said, they were spending these expensive cards, buying, Rescue Rabbits at $100 when it first came out, Tour Guides at $150. You have a $1,000 deck, and my deck is like $60 to make without the extra deck. And I could do the same combos faster and more efficient. So and it was just the surprise factor. But even without the surprise factor, when people who actually knew how to play against the deck, it was just the simple devastating plays of Evotile, Nizasha plus Evo Force that enabled me to win these games.
Let me see the extra deck real quick.
No problem. We start off with 3 Lagias, which is, pretty standard for an Evotile deck because, you want to summon your boss monsters, you want to Digivolve to Ultimate, and this is your War Greymon right here.
War Greymon.
Yes. Then we play 2 Dokas. Doka, standard in this deck, you want to play 2. We didn't play 3 because, we already dominated enough, and there's other extra deck space to use besides 3 Dokas. Then we play 2, number 39 Utopia. We needed another, rank 4 option. We bring them out a lot, and we use Utopias in conjunction with the card I think is mandatory if you play Utopia, Utopia Ray. This card here won me 2 games in the YCS, and I would bring it out when I would force, one move I forced myself with Solemn Judgment to bring my life points to exactly 1,000. Econ with Nizasha, my opponent's Utopia, made a Lagia from the Volcano and another Evil Sorcerado, brung out Utopia Ray over his Utopia, pumped him to 4,000, and attacked with Doka and Utopia Ray at 4,000 for game. That combo is really devastating, and it's just mandatory for you to play. Then we have the Ones and Ny, which we explain why it's in the deck, and it's now part of a loop that the Evil Swords can actually do a lot of times in the game itself. 1 Steel Swarm Roach. The rank 3s goes as far as Giga Brilliant, Wind Up Zen Mains, and Levier. And then the only fusion was Chimera Tech Fortress, and the only synchro was Stardust Dragon.
All right. What about your side deck? How does that look?
No problem. Side deck.
I love that deck box.
Guilty Crown. Guys, awesome anime.
You just love anime shit.
Of course. It's godlike.
No, it's godlike. Okay.
Animes are godlike.
We start off with 2 Cyber Dragons. I used it mainly